Welcome you all to this Life Master Club for young people. Sometime back, I released an advertisement for a workshop titled How to Turn Lucky, Find Out the Secret. There was a huge, very good response for that particular event. And when I asked the participants, whom do you call as lucky? Immediately they started referring the stars and the celebrities from the movie industry to music, dance, sports, politicians, the managers, the CEOs, and the vice president. Then I asked them, what should happen to you if you have to call yourself as lucky? You know what? Everybody had the same idea that to be lucky is something to happen without their own efforts, or in the very first attempt they should get into the top. But that's not how luck works. If you want luck, you got to work for it. You have to work to make the luck work for you. Let's discuss this, the key lessons of how to turn lucky, by taking as a case study of one of the participants. There was this particular person who happens to come from a middle class family. He was in his middle age. When he was a student, his family was abused, disturbed family, because of which the family was not getting a due respect from the relatives or the friends or the neighbors or the society. So this person had it in the thing that he had to really make it big. If he had to get the respect from all the other people, he has to really build up his family. And the one way what he believed that could do it was that he had to turn it into a movie star. If he can become into a movie star, he will have a huge fan base and he'll also make a lot of money. This was his intention, or this was his belief. Now, while studying, he did not pay much attention to it because he found that studying as usual was a pain for him. He didn't have the intention to put in the efforts to studying, and he compromised it. He said, what my friends are going to do by studying is that they are going to get placed in a good company and get a good package of a salary. But me, when I become a movie star, I'm going to get a huge fan base, and the amount what I'm going to earn is going to be multiple times the amount what these from my friends are going to get. Taking that into consideration, he did not pay much attention to studies, and he ended up to be a very average student. Now, all his other friends, those who studied there, they had utilized the value and they studied properly, they completed the education, they all got campus recruitment following the years, and today they are all well placed in highly reputed companies with very good salary. Now he looks at them and he says they are all lucky. Now tell me, who is responsible for being lucky or not to be lucky? Today he calls them lucky. If only he had known the potential of the place or the potential of the opportunity that was given to him, and if he had utilized it properly, even he would have been lucky. So the first lesson that we need to take is appreciate the potential of the place where you are in and give your best. You may be whatever you are doing, appreciate the potential in it. Identify the potential in it. Explore the potential in it. Give your best. Even if you are not able to identify the potential as of now, forget it. But keep giving your best. That's your first lesson. The second lesson, I asked him, did you pursue your career? Are you a movie star now? He says, no. Why? No, because of my family, I was not able to do it. I had a condition, because of that particular condition, I was not able to do it. If that particular thing had not come, if some incidents, if that particular thing had not happened, I would have done it. Now, the second lesson that we need to take is stop giving excuses. Never give excuses or giving the conditions. If only this has not happened, if only that had happened, I would have done it. If this, usually people say, if I had not got married, I would have done it. If I had not gone there, I would have done it. Don't give excuses. Never give excuses. So the second lesson that you need to know to become lucky is you cannot give excuses. Third, I asked him, you wanted to pursue a career in acting. Did you take any formal training? Did you develop your skills? He says, no. Why? Why is it that you have not taken any effort? He said, I was confident of my acting skills. You would have been a good actor, but there is always a room for improvement. Even the best can be improved. Now, he did not put in, or he did not sharpen his skills what he considered he has possessed already. So he has lost that particular opportunity. Training and development is your key. Lot of people whom we consider as stars, we see only the result. We fail to take notice of the amount of efforts they had put in to reach this position. Nothing happens or nothing comes to you in a platter. You take the biographies, you read the biography of all the successful people, the top entrepreneurs, they have all come from nowhere to somewhere. How did they come? It was not by a miracle. It is purely because of the hard work, the amount of work they had put into it. Action will give you the result. If you don't put in the action, if you don't put in the required training, you will not get the result. They want to develop a big muscular body. How will you develop it? You got to go to the gym. You got to keep exercising. If you exercise for a day, is it enough? If it's for a month, it's enough. You got to do it for years together. It takes years and years for the muscles to develop to give you that bulky muscular body. It does not come just like that. Behind, you see the muscular body, you say, wow, look at that. He is able to make it. He is able to make it. But what is the effort he has put behind that? How many hours he has spent on it? What are all the pains he has taken? Every time he lifts the heavy weights, it's a pain. He has subjected himself to a massive pain to get this particular result. Your third lesson is got to train, and then develop. Then the next question, did you make any efforts looking out for opportunity? He says, no. Why? I had gone for a couple of things, one or two, but I didn't get an opportunity to meet the concerned person. So I didn't go after that. That's it. You can't expect miracles to happen. He expects people to look at him and say, hey, you come, I'll take you, I'll make you a star. It doesn't happen that way. There are crores and crores of people, those are looking out for an opportunity. They're all fighting for that opportunity. How will you get identified unless you go there? Before the person sees you, there are thousands and thousands of people in front of you. Now he'll be able to see the people in front of you, or he'll be able to see the person who is behind. No, he'll be able to see only the person who is the friend who goes forward. Now you have not made any efforts. Now just because you got rejected somewhere, you did not pursue it. You get rejected somewhere, you don't pursue it. How do you expect luck to work for you? You have not knocked for opportunities. Then I ask him, did you go for any auditions? He says, no. Why? No, because auditions, I have to leave this, I have to go there and come, and you don't know what sort of a thing. Now see what has happened here? You don't want to come out of your comfort zone. You want to be in a complete comfort. With the comfort, you want everything to happen. Ultimately, you are looking at miracles to happen. You want the person to come right in front of you and take you and make you star. How does this work? That means everybody wants a genie to come and do this. If everything for everybody has to happen like a miracle, then there is no word or there is no meaning for that word miracle. Got it? So your next thing is, do not be comfort. You got to break your comfort zone. Alright. Next I ask him, so you mean to say that you never got any opportunity to exhibit your acting skills? He said, yes, I did get one. Okay, so what happened to it? I did get one and I performed it, that's it. Then, did you take a lead from there? No. Why? If you have done or you got an opportunity to exhibit your skills, and if your skills had been really good enough, you could have tapped that opportunity into the next level. Or with that, you could have got much or many more opportunities. You did not get it. That means what? You have not made a proper use of the opportunity what you got. So the next important lesson that we need to take is that an opportunity, when it comes to you, you have to grab it and give your best in it. That's an opportunity that's given to you, and when you make use of the opportunity in the best way, your best success comes out. And to give your best in the opportunity when it comes to you, your back training and development is very important. If you have developed your training in the acting skills, if this person had developed it, when you got the opportunity, he would have exhibited his best performance, and because of the best performance, he would have got more opportunities, which he did not get. Now I asked him, fine. Now what? That's all fine. Now what are you doing? He works in some company. Ask him, are you the best in that company, or are you in the best stream in that company, or there are other streams in that company that's which you consider as which has got much more potential? He said, yes, I'm in a particular stream, but there are also other streams in my company which, if I go in it, it has got a good potential of a higher salary package, higher designation, everything. Then why you don't go there? He says, that all requires hard work, and that all requires more number of hours to put into it. I don't have independency of time. I can't stick to a 9-to-5 job. That's it. Your next lesson to take into consideration if you really want to be lucky is that you have to be prepared to work hard. You got to work. You got to be working more work. And you can't be restricting your time. I'll work only from 9 to 5 and I want things to happen every week. It will not happen. You have to be prepared to do it. Whoever you take, I told them, see, you are talking about a movie star. The life of a movie star is not easy, as you see. He has got a lot of commitments to do. Now you see a movie star, he has to go for a shooting whenever he is asked to, whenever he is demanded, he has to go, whether it's in the midnight or it's in the early morning, he has to go for it. You can't say that you got to be with your family. You can't say that I got to go there. No, your shooting demands you to be in particular, you got to go there. You have to be there, and sometimes it stretches for 1 or 2 days continuous. You got to go for it. It's not only for movie star. You take any industry, the person who shines others, who outshines others, is the person who is able to stretch his time and his work. If you are able to do only for what you are being paid, your growth potential is limited. If you can work, or if you can give your input to more than what you are being paid, then you become an asset to the company. And when you become an asset to the company values you, and it gives you a proper response, or it takes care of you to the next level. So the next lesson is that you have to be ready to work hard, no compromisation on that, and you have to stretch your time. You want to stretch your time beyond 9 to 5. It can be on the weekends, it can be on your holidays, anytime. You got to be ready to forego that. When you're able to do all these things, then you will be successful. Then I ask the next question. Fine. Are you in the best company of your particular category, or are there other companies, reputed companies, branded companies where you can work? He says, yes. The company where I am working is not a reputed or a branded company, but there are companies in the same industry which is much more reputed, which is much more branded. Then why don't you work there? If I work there, I will not get this position what I am having now. I'll be in a lower position. Now see, this is another thing. All these people, they want a position on the top. Directly they want to go to the top. It's a loser mentality. A winner's mentality is that he gets into a position, he equips even if it's a low position, he takes it, he equips himself, he undergoes the training, he learns things, he equips himself, then he climbs the ladder step by step and he goes to the top. When you go to the top step by step, you are very stable. When you go to the top without any stability, then you fall down. So the next thing to become lucky is that You can't expect to directly go to the top. You got to go up through the rungs of the ladder to the top. If we are all able to make up these things, then success is yours. Then you become lucky. So lucky is not just like that something, a miracle happening. Lucky is you have to work for it. Before we conclude, let's look into all the key lessons that we have taken to turn ourselves into lucky.